What's up, guys? Steve here with Scotch and Things. Just thought I'd bring you a quick video today. Kind of show you around. I got to clean up my man room today, or just right now. It's just, work and being in here, and it's gotten away from me. But show you real quick. I got some sweet deals. Oops, sorry. Where did it go? On some ammo. The Fiocchi I got on Black Friday. I bought that on Black Friday. I think that had ended up being like 16 cents a round for 9mm and 20. God, I can't remember what I paid for the 45. 20 something cents a round. It was up. I can't remember. Sorry. But if you had a chance to screw your local Walmart, because I hate Walmart, I'd bought a bunch. They had marked it down. They're going to quit selling handgun ammo. And they'd marked a bunch down. And I'd bought a bunch of Federal. I probably got about 200, probably about 500 rounds, 45, and 2, 4, 6, 8, probably about 800 rounds of 9mm the first time they marked it down. And I had talked to the manager there, and the first time he was like, no, they're not marking it down. The second time when they first marked it down, then he was like, oh yeah, this will probably be it. And he was upset because it was gonna he said it was gonna cost him 5% of his sales, and then they'd be on him to make those sales up. And then I saw some posts online that they marked it down even more. So just one day, it was like a day later, I walked in. I don't know what day was that? I can't remember. I can't remember the actual date, but so I walked in like a day later into my local Walmart, and sure enough, there was a guy in front of me. He bought all the 5.56 223 they had on the shelf, and he was buying a bunch more. Thank God a second guy came over and started helping me, because I got some Remington UMC, $5 a box. It's like 10 cents a round. I bought all they had of that, and I got 500 rounds. And then I got another 500 rounds of Winchester white box from 45. I don't really like it, but it was so cheap I had to get it, and I can't remember what I paid for that now. I want to say 17 cents a round. I mean, for 45, that's a no-brainer, guys. I should have got more. I thought, man, my wife's going to kill me because I'd already bought a bunch of, over $100 in Wilson Combat mags I'd ordered over Black Friday, and then a bunch more ammo. So I got, like $150 in ammo, dirt cheap, and I thought she was going to kill me. And then it was just a shit show. Someone must have called someone, because then 10 dudes showed up, and I had to get to a doctor's appointment, so I took off, and I went back later, and all gone, nothing left. So, and the guys at Walmart were getting pretty stressed out. It was kind of funny. Sorry. All right, back to my video. So I got to clean up my man area today. It's just my coffee. Sorry, this view on this camera is kind of goofy. Now, I did a video on a Glock 44, and sorry, I'm gonna throw this bag down on the ground so I can just sit here and chill with you guys. So Glock came out with the Glock 44, which is their 22, and they hyped it like you wouldn't believe. Hyped. Well, they released it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'll probably end up getting one. I was thinking about getting the 22 pistol, but people went crazy. I mean, they'd been wanting one for years. And then when Glock says they're going to release it, they're like, well, Glock's starting to kind of listen to their customers and release what they, and people said they want 22 long rifle, and they got it. And then when they got it, they complained. Well, now go check out Recoil Magazine, because they released something, and I don't know if it's online only or in the magazine itself. I'm gonna have to look into that. But they said for SHOT Show 2020 that, and that's another thing that was kind of surprising, that they'd release it in December, the Glock 44, they'd release it in December, which I thought, sure as shit, it was going to be available then to buy for Christmas, but it's not. It's not going to be available until January 20th, and that's right around the time SHOT Show starts. Well, Recoil, according to Recoil Magazine, Glock is bringing some big stuff to SHOT Show 2020. Glock 49. What's Glock 49, you say? People have been, I mean, if you're on Glock Talk forum or any of these online forums, people have been screaming for single stack 10 millimeter. Recoil Magazine, I think I was reading, they said that they thought it might be in like a 43X frame type gun. So then I was online, and some guys were thinking maybe it was going to be in the, I think it's the 30 SF frame. But if that's true, like, I'm not a big 10 millimeter guy, so I was like, whatever. If that's true, Glock fans are going to go insane, because that is what they've wanted, and Glock is delivering. Just like they did with the 22, which people weren't too excited about. That's not it. 40 Smith & Wesson supposedly is coming out in Gen 5. That's another thing people have been going bonkers for. They have wanted 40 in a Gen 5 since the Gen 5s came out. And there was a lot of discussion about that at the time, if the Gen 5s could handle it, because the Gen 5 went back to the 2-pin design. And a lot of people said that the 40 couldn't be shot out of that design because it ends up cracking the frames. That's why they ended up going to the 3-pin designs in the Gen 3 and later Gen 3 guns, Gen 4 guns. So we'll see. They probably found a workaround. It's Glock. I mean, come on. If there's a workaround it, they'll figure it out. And then finally the 46, which is their 19 size, I believe it's 19 size rotating barrel that's available over in Europe. I guess they wanted to bring that to the market for a while now, but they're having troubles getting it, letting the U.S. allow them to import it. So maybe they'll work around it by making it in the U.S. I don't know what the deal is. That's what Recoil Magazine thought. You guys can all go to Recoil Magazine and read their article. It's pretty good. I'm just bringing this video to you to let you know, if you haven't seen it, to go check it out. So that'd be 3 pretty big things for SHOT Show, man. Glock 49, 10 millimeter single stack. People will go crazy for that. I might pick one up just to see what this. I was thinking about getting like the long slide 10 millimeter. I don't know how much fun 10 millimeter would be to shoot in a smaller gun. A lot of guys seem to like it. I don't know. Just depends. Depends what kind of mood I'm in, I guess, if I'm going to get that. I'm more apt to get that than any of the other releases. I'm not a big 40 Smith fan, so I won't be picking up any of those in Gen 5. And the rotating barrel, I don't like it. So it just looks like a Beretta to me. There was at the APX. Not a fan. Or is it the Nano? Whatever. I don't care. But some people might. Big deal is that you have to pull the trigger to disassemble the gun. I don't care. But it's a Glock, so they're going to try and bring it here, and people will buy it because it's Glock. So, that being said, after people freaked out about the 22 long rifle and the 44, now if they bring out the 49, the Gen 4, or the 40 Smith guns in Gen 5, and this 46 over, I think they're listening to their fans. So maybe that carbine's on its way someday. Excuse me, and maybe a 1911. Who knows? Glock sure is acting funny, listening to the fans. But I just thought it was kind of funny, guys, that maybe the 44 was a smokescreen to get them by until SHOT Show, because it just seemed funny. All the press for the 44, and then it was just kind of like, ta-da, it's a target pistol. When Glock they're self-defense guns, let's be honest. They make guns for one reason, self-defense. People use them for other reasons. But they make self-defense guns, and 44 was just kind of like, yeah, I get it, it's for practice, but not really. I mean, if you're going to practice with what you carry. because then you know what the recoil's like. So let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments down below. Are you excited? I know if like Glock Talk is any indication of what people want, they want something small and 10 millimeter, and they want 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't know, who cares about the 46 in my opinion, but those two things will be huge. So like, was Glock just using this 44 smokescreen until SHOT Show to go bang? Probably. So all right, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.